Hi, and thanks for joining. It's Patty from PS Paper Crafts, and today I'm going to show you how to make this fun card. It's called Hey Chick, and I'm using the Hey Chick stamp set. Now, this stamp set was out last year, and then I think it was in the mini catalog in the spring, and then it retired when the new annual catalog came out, or just, kind of finished up its time. And this year they came out with it, and they have these great chick dies. So it's really fun. I used the little hen house and the chick and some of the corn. It's nice. You get 4 corns and 4 of the greens that go with it. And you have this piece, like a chicken wire fence. There's lots to do here. You can cut out each of these images. And then on this one, this is a brand new one, Hey Birthday Chick. It just came out February 2nd. The dies for this and this set. And this is really fun as well. I love this chicken doing the dance, and this one with the cupcake. And this also has a fence. It actually has a happy birthday cutout, which I think is great. And some of this, it's the, I don't know if it's hay or the tracks from the chicken's feed or what. But it's really cute. So I love these. I did use some of the stamps on the inside of this card. The Let's Celebrate You, and then this guy, or girl, or whatever. The hen, so I guess it's a she. So let's get started with the card that we're making today. I'm going to do some of the cutting on camera, and some I didn't. I've already cut out, I should say. So I did this. This is this little thing. It's kind of the seed that they're eating, and it punches out all these little tiny, teeny pieces. And I thought, well, how am I going to, glue them down? So I figured I would just back it and have it coming down from the hen house. So that's what I did there. Let's get started. I have my pieces, and I'm going to start with some of the die cutting. So on the house, the hen house and the tree trunk, I cut it out with the crumb cake paper, cardstock, I should say. And let me get these out of here. And what I did was I inked up the die first. So the die actually is cutting and it's embossing, both of them. So I thought, well, let's get some ink on it. And when we run it through, it'll pick up like a darker color. So I'm using the tree trunk and the hen house. And all I did was get my crumb cake ink. Where did I put my crumb cake ink? So I just opened it up, and it's a little tricky. I mean, you could probably brush it on. I just put the die right in. And you can clean it off with your chamois or with a I just want to push it. I don't want to get my fingers on it. A chamois or a diaper wipe or something like that. So see, I'm just pressing it in. I want to make sure it's all in. And then I'll press it and lift it and try not to get my fingers on it too much here. Okay? And you just want to let it down. You don't want to move it around because you're going to get ink wherever you kind of push it around. So now we'll just run this through. And I'm going to run it back and forth, get it nice and inked up. And hopefully this worked. It worked on my other cards. So see, it just gets some of the dark ink in the lines, in the grooves. So I thought that was kind of a fun little technique. So we did that. And again, I'll just use these in my chamois, just get them off. Probably most of the ink is already off. And then I want to stamp my chicken and cut her out and cut this little part out. So let's stamp the chicken. I'll put that aside for a second. And I'll use black memento ink. And I like this chicken. She's eating the seeds, so I thought that was a good one. So let's ink it up. And we'll just stamp it down here. And then I also want to, let's see, I want to get this chicken feed or seed. So let's cut this out first and then we'll do that. Sorry, I'm trying to figure it out as I go. So we'll put this down, and we want this one. We'll go right around her. And it goes right, really, it kind of just touches the black pretty much. And we'll put the top plate on. So the dies now are very close. There's not a lot of room. It makes it easier to line up. So we've got that one. And then we want to do this little seed. So we'll put that down there. I'm going to put my die back. So now I want to get this little seed. And the way I did this was I got my white piece. And I put it down. I'll go this way. And I put my house down to figure out like where I want the house to come out of. I'm hoping this is all in camera here. And then I was like, okay, this is where I'll put the house. And let me just have the seed come down. So I'll lift up the house and I'll run this through. And when I lay this on my So Saffron layer, you'll see the yellow come through. So the thing with this is you get some of these stuck in here. And I'm just going to use my brush and brush them off. I'll clean that up later. And then you end up with these little pieces. And my plate is really well loved here. So now I want to just do a couple more. So I have my house up here. And then I just kind of go along and run this through. So this time it didn't leave any of those pieces there. So I'll just use my brush and get them out. You could probably run it through again, but it doesn't always cut as well if these little pieces are in here. And I think I'll just put it right here. So this will be my last one. Okay, so I think we're done with our die cutting. I'll get rid of this machine. Put this here, I'll clean that one up later. Okay, so now when we put this So Saffron piece behind it, you'll see the yellow come through. So we're kind of building a little farm scene here. So it's going to come out there. We'll have the chicken. We have to color her in, and we'll put some corn down. So see how it's coming together? So let's get the chicken colored. And I'm using So Saffron, light So Saffron. And I did use a little bit of dark, and then I used the pumpkin pies. So let's get her colored with the So Saffron. And I'm just going to go all around very quickly and get her colored in. And I could have colored it before I cut it, but I wanted to get that die cutting done first. And then I took the dark and I took the blunt end and I just kind of scribbled where these black lines are. It doesn't have to be exact. I just wanted to get a little bit of kind of texture. And then I also went around her because this is feathers, right? So it's not so smooth. And then I'll just go over it again with the light color. Okay, very easy. We'll get the light one and just kind of blend it in a little bit. I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty light color. I'd like to have kept them white, but I thought I should have the color in it. And then I did a little bit of the dark pumpkin pie here and here. And then the top I did with the light pumpkin pie. And I think she's really cute. Okay, so let's get some of our stuff put down here. So I'm going to just put this down. I'll use my Stampin' Seal, not the plus, just the plain one. Sometimes it gets stuck a little bit. We'll just go across the bottom. Okay, so we want this down nice and we want it to lay nice and flat so that we can see the yellow behind coming through. And then we'll put her here, this up here. Let's get the sign. Oh, we've got to stamp the sign. So I have Hey Chick, and that is from this set, Hey Chick. And I just did that in black. I probably could have done it in the early espresso ink. And let me get that. And this is a little tiny piece here. This is the way it goes, because I wanted it to fit in the sign. And it just barely fits. Let's hope it fit in okay. Oh, I've got a little bit of the top on. Let's do this side. I have to clean this off. I'm going to get another one. I went up to the edge. I don't know if you could see it, but I have the edge on both of them. I will be right back with another piece. So let's try this again. I'm not going to pounce too hard here. What it is it's such a small piece that it's hard to, there we go. It's hard to not press down. All right, so let's put that aside. Let's get our corn together. So it's nice because when you cut these out, you can cut actually 4 at a time. So 4 of these, the green, and then 4 of the cobs. So that's a nice thing. So I use some liquid glue for this. And I'm just going to put a little bit, right, a little dot here. And then we'll put the green on. And let it just sit for a minute. I'll put a little bit of glue on this and put this right on the sign. Okay, and so this is glued down. I'll put these corns right down here. Okay, our card is coming together. So now I want to put this down with some dimensionals. I'm going to put the rest of the stuff down with dimensionals. Let's just get everything all dimensionaled up. And before I put this down, I think I'll put the whole card base down, or the card layer down on the card base, so that it's not so bumpy. Because once I add all these things with all the dimensionals, it will be bumpy. So I'll put this right down. Kind of a tight border here. Okay, and let's put the chick down. I think this is so cute. Hey, chick. And you're a good egg. And then this one is really cute. Happy birthday, you're still a spring chicken. I had that on my blog yesterday from my sister. I sent her that card, so it's already gone. I can't even show it to you, but you can look at my blog yesterday. I did this, and this was in the inside. I thought it was cute. She lives on a farm, and she raises chickens and goats, so this was a good card for her. And she actually has ducks, so they do the duck eggs too, which is pretty cool. So we'll put the sign down right there, and I had it in a little tree stump. So I just thought all these were cute. So there you go. Hey, chick. So let's do our inside layer. And I did Let's Celebrate You with the black pimento ink. And actually, let me do this chicken first because she's big. And I want to make sure I have room. I did it the other way on this one. I put the sentiment and then the chicken. And I think it should have been over a little bit. I was surprised that it fit, actually. When I was going to put this down, I was like, oh boy, I'm out of room. So let's press this down. And then we'll do this one. And I like the font that they used in this. Let's Celebrate You. And you could do the happy birthday underneath it. And this one I'm going to color again with the, what did I do? I think I did the light So Saffron. Oh, that's the one we have to put it in. And the dark, I kind of did the same thing. And we have a little balloon to color as well. So we'll just color this whole thing. And then I did a little bit of the dark. Okay, and then I'm doing the dark pumpkin pie again for the nose, the beak. I'm just dotting it. Okay, so on this card, I did the balloon in Seaside Spray. And this one, I decided I would do Flirty Flamingo. And this is the dark color. All right. I actually went out a little bit, so let me just, this is the color lifter. We'll see if it works with Flirty Flamingo. Sometimes reds and pinks don't work too good. Looks like it's doing it. All right, so we're all done. We can put this inside, and we're done with our card. So I thought it's really cute. I think these sets, again, they're out. They just came out February 2nd, yesterday. And they're out till the annual catalog, I think in May. I'll have to check. I'll have it on my blog. And I'll have all the dimensions and everything on my blog as well. All right. I think they're cute. What do you think? Thanks for joining, and come back again. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Take care. Bye.